Hello, hello. Oh no, a little bee just flew in. Oh, I feel so bad for it. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a little live. Let me know if that fan that I have in the background is a little too loud. I know it can be a little loud at times. So I'm just going to clear my decks here. I hope you guys are doing well. And we're going to find out with this reading what is coming up for you guys in the month of August, because the month of August just started. So I'm going to find out in different areas of your life what's coming up. So I'm going to go health and finances, career, and what else did I want to do? Relationships, of course, how could I forget? So actually, I am going to turn off this fan because it's not too bad in here today. That way you can hear me a little more clear. And if anyone has any kind of questions and you provide a super thanks of $5 or more, I will answer a question. $10, obviously 2 questions, but that will be at the end. So if you want to stick around for any kind of questions that you have, definitely stick around at the end. And you know, sometimes when a person asks a question, because we're part of the same collective, you actually have an answer that comes out. I've had that happen many times when I've watched people's lives. So if you do want to stick around till the end and someone asks a question, there could be a chance that I might answer something to do with your life. So, still shuffling my decks here. How are you guys doing? You good? Oh, I've been trying to learn the bridge because I know how to do just a regular shuffle, like the one where you just go like this. But I've been trying to learn this one, and so far I can do it with this one because it's a bendier deck, but I can't do it with my stiffer decks just yet. Hi guys. Sydney, 6:30 a.m. or p.m.? I think that would be a.m., wouldn't it? Cause oh, I didn't do it. See, because that would be, you guys are like way ahead of Canada, aren't you? Where's everyone from? a.m. Yeah. So you guys are living in tomorrow already. You're on. It's the 3rd, August the 3rd. There, isn't it? That is insane to me. Arizona. Very cool. Just gonna shuffle this last deck and then I'll get started on the collective reading for the month of August. Hello, hello. So for any of you who didn't catch that beginning part, I'll be doing some super thanks at the end. If you have any questions, it's $5 per question. Or if you just want to donate, that's always welcome. $10 is going to be 2 questions, and so on. So, I'm going to put these cards away. Thank you. Alright, I will see you in a second, double six. Interesting. I love how everyone is from different parts of the world. It's so bizarre to me knowing that there are people from all over the world watching me. Such a weird world we're living in now. Okay, so for the month of August, angel spirits and guides, please be here with my collective and me at this moment to deliver messages for their highest self, from their highest self, for their highest timeline. And please intercept any kind of trickster spirits or any spirits trying to get in the way of our messages here. Thank you. So what is coming for my collective here for their finances and health? Thank you. What is coming for their finances and health? What is coming for my collective's finances and health spirit? I drew the Death card in reverse. Interesting. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It feels like you're not releasing something here. What is this about? Collaboration. I'm just gonna move my mic a little closer here. All right. And there's a plane right overhead. Tower. Okay, so there's something here wanting to come to an end in your life, either with finances or health. There's something here that doesn't serve you anymore. Some way of thinking, I'm feeling like. Because with this Seven of Pentacles, this is someone mulling over things that serve them or don't serve them. But when it's in the reverse, it feels like they're not really taking the time to do this. And that's why something isn't coming to an end. You could be feeling a lot of stagnation here with your health and finances. Or this is one specific part of your life. Maybe it's not your health, but it's your finances, or vice versa. But this is telling me that in order to make this situation progress or change, that you need to talk to someone. You need to reach out to someone that is specialized in whatever field this is, either your health or finances, or both, as some of you are saying, and to help that progression happen, help that death happen. Because if you don't solve this with the help of another person, because it feels like this is very heavy for you, there's a tower moment coming in for you. And as we know, when tower moments happen, it's not exactly comfortable. But either way, change is imminent. So what can they do to help speed along this change other than talking to someone? What can they do to help speed along this change? Spirit. It feels like this is going to affect not just you, but other people. With these two people coming out of this card. So thank you so much, Andrew. If you have a question at the end, let me know. And oh, and Nandini, sorry about that. If you have a love reading that you want me to do specifically to you, you can request that at the end, but I will be doing a love reading very shortly. So the Seven of Swords with the Tower in reverse. What does this mean, Spirit? Immediately I'm getting some sort of feeling of not going quietly. So you could be very kept to yourself about this thing, and that would make sense with this Three of Pentacles needing to reach out. Approaching this with a more balanced manner, and not thinking that it's just going to go away. So if you just expect something to go away, it's not going to go away, because it's testing your ability to balance your life right now. And it's really challenging you right now. It feels like it's really challenging your ability to do this. With the Fool in reverse, this is like a sense of naivety that you're carrying right now, like thinking that it's just going to go away. And it's really throwing everything off balance. 5 of Pentacles in reverse and the 5 of Cups in reverse. Feeling left out in the cold. And the 5 of Cups in reverse. What is this about? Okay, this feels like something else here is coming in for you, for these health and finance. So I feel like this is tied to some other way of thinking here. So you're feeling like nothing will ever improve. That's what I'm feeling with this 5 of Pentacles here. Like nothing in your life will ever improve, and you're going to constantly be disappointed. But Spirit is saying that you don't have to think this way. So they're saying that if you stay optimistic and you focus on the things that you want while being very realistic about what your current circumstances are and the fact that they are going to change, focusing on the fact that they are going to change, that they're going to get better, then this situation is going to clear up a lot faster. So what else here is coming for my collective's health and finances in the month of August? So I do see you coming towards some sort of professional here that will be helping you. Maybe this is a personal trainer. Maybe this is a nutrition specialist. Hope. Okay, so you're going to have some sort of renewed hope here with this butterfly. There's a transformation happening in your life, in this sector of your life. You could get some sort of new job here. And you're really coming out of your shell. And just as I say that, I got the snail shell. So you're coming out of your shell right now in the month of August when it comes to your health and finances. You're going to start experiencing a lot more flow in this area, because I feel like it's been stagnant for a while. And you're feeling pretty burnt out with this adaptability card in reverse. And the introspection card gives me the feeling of like the hermit. The hermit, but coming down from this, that cliff. Not the cliff, but the rocky outcrop at the top of the mountain, where he's gathered all of the information that he needs to know. And you're ready to change the situation. So, very cool. I feel like it is going to change here in the month of August. And all you have to do is just take the necessary steps, because Spirit is trying to guide you towards getting help out of this situation that's been stuck for a very long time. And it will change. So let's see what is going to happen here for my collective's career. I'm just gonna mix these up. Hope you guys are enjoying the reading. You can also leave a like or subscribe if you want. And let's see, what else can you do here? If you are late, you can also donate 5, 10, 15, it goes up in increments. Any amount there, either for fun or if you want some sort of reading at the end of this reading. And I'll answer your questions. So, what's coming up for my collective's career here, Spirit? Ooh. What's coming up for my collective in the month of August, Spirit? Okay, so I got the 3 of Pentacles in reverse, Chariot in reverse, and 10 of Swords in reverse. With the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. think I'm getting a message here about you feeling pretty defeated. You're feeling pretty defeated and like things aren't really moving in your life. But I feel like this is all intentional. Because with this Knight of Swords ending off this row, this feels like you're a lot less naive about the career that you're trying to create. So you're trying to work smart, not hard, is what I'm getting here. You're gaining a lot of maturity when it comes to choosing the proper type of career for you. Instead of choosing one that is going to continually disappoint you with this Ten of Swords in reverse, you're deciding that I'm going to look for one that isn't going to disappoint me, isn't going to cause me a lot of mental turmoil. You want a career here in the month of August that is going to pay you back what you give it. Okay, so what does this mean for August, Spirit? Ooh, interesting. Okay, so I got the Six of Pentacles upright. Generosity. This is the generosity card. Whatever career you're going to be going into in the month of August, it's going to feel very abundant. So I do see a level up here for you in your career. And you got the Queen and King of Cups in reverse. This could be a couple here. A couple. Or two people that... But I do feel like this is a couple. These two are counterparts. Something to do with two counterparts that have cheated you out of something. Or this could be... What could this be for finances or career? What is this, Spirit? What's this about? This could be about some sort of trauma, some sort of memory of how you've been treated in the past by two people here that were connected in some way, some sort of very intimate way. These could be two people that were in business together. And they treated you awfully. And they made you feel like you were just getting breadcrumbs all the time. So you're reflecting on these past situations and you're letting them go. You're letting them go and you're moving on to a career where you don't feel like that. So you're using that past experience as a comparison for what you don't want. See this Nine of Wands? Yes, absolutely. It's upside down. So it seems like that couple, whoever they were, they could have been water signs here. Or they could have just been people that were very emotionally immature. They taught you what you don't want. Page of Swords in reverse. Two of Cups. The Knight of Wands. And you're getting out of your head here. You're realizing that not everybody is going to be as immature as the people that you've experienced in the past with your career. I'm also feeling like this could be your past perception of what a successful career looks like might have been based on what someone said about what you should be looking for. Like maybe it was parents or someone that you looked up to that really thought that they had the best intention for you, so they tried to scare you into feeling like you need to be a doctor or you need to be doing this in order to be successful, and unless you do it, you're not successful. But you're saying that, no, screw that. I really want something that's going to make me feel passionate and like it gives back to me. I don't want to be just going to work to be able to claim that I work as this kind of person. I don't want some sort of status symbol. I want a partnership. So you're looking at career with a very balanced energy, with the balanced energy of play. You want to be able to go to work and feel like you're not even working. You're enjoying yourself. It's feeding you. This is very powerful energy. Wow. Oh my goodness. This is very powerful energy. You got the World card and the 10 of Cups. Ultimate happiness. In the month of August, it feels like you're stumbling upon some sort of skill or career that is going to give to you in the long run and contribute to you growing some sort of life, a lifestyle that you really deeply enjoy, that you've always wanted. The 9 of Pentacles in reverse. The 3 of Wands. You're waiting for your ships to come in and you don't feel like they're coming in with this 8 of Wands in reverse. You feel like it's taking forever. And you feel like no matter what you do, it's like your skills are never enough. And this could have been how people made you feel in the past. So you could be a little bit stuck in this energy. But Spirit's saying that that's not going to be the energy going forward. Because whatever you're guided towards, you've actually been guided away from a lot of things. And you had to be guided away from a lot of things before you could receive these things coming towards you. Because there are things coming towards you in the month of August. Okay, so that's very cool. Looks like the month of August is going to be like an up for you. Very interesting. Let me know how that goes for you. And let's see your love life now. How are you guys doing so far? You enjoying the reading? I'm just gonna get my coffee. All right. Let's see what's going on in your love life. I'm going to use my Lover's Oracle deck. I love this deck for relationships. Honestly, for everything, because you can use it for so many different things. So, if you're looking for a love deck, this one's pretty great. What's going on in my collective's love lives? Let's see. So, you got, I don't know who I am anymore. I long for your kiss, and I can't stop thinking about you. Let me draw some more. Will you leave me like the others? Okay, here's someone who has some abandonment wounding. That isn't, they're not connected with their emotions. This person that I'm reading about right now isn't connected with their emotions. Because it says, I'm better with my mind than my heart. I wish I could be fully honest with you. And I don't know who I am anymore. This person's very lost. And they said they can't stop thinking about you. So, I don't know if you're in separation right now with this person. It feels like it. It feels like this person longs to hear you speak. Because it says, I long for your kiss, but this could be someone else that not necessarily longs for your kiss, but they long to hear words coming out of your mouth of comfort. So you could have some sort of motherly energy in this person's life, and they miss that. They miss that intimacy, that one-on-one that they used to have with you. And they're wondering if you're just gonna leave. Yeah, I can't take it anymore. It feels like there is a separation here. Why is there a separation here, Spirit? Why is there a separation here, Spirit? a crossroads, exploration, knowledge, distrust. Yeah, there was a lot of distrust here in this relationship and a lack of communication. Someone here was very unconfident. And they had a low sense of self-worth with this merchant. They didn't have much to give you. All they had was skeletons in their closet. They could have a lot of secrets here that they kept from you, that they didn't really express certain things. And with this, I'm better with my mind than my heart. And this almost looks like Shakespeare. They romanticized the relationship between you guys and then didn't really have anything to give on their end. So they painted you to be a certain kind of person, but then didn't really actually have the key to your heart because they didn't want to be that connected to you. They didn't want to explore who it is that you actually are with this cartographer. So you had to distance yourself from them. You had to distance yourself in order to create balance, because there was a lack of balance in this situation. Maybe you were the one that was constantly bearing your soul, coming towards them, and it put you in a masculine energy where you're supposed to be in a feminine energy with this person, or at least balanced. You know, like sometimes one person is more in their feminine and the other person is in their masculine. But it feels like this person was constantly in their feminine, constantly wanting to receive and never wanting to be the one to give. The Eight of Pentacles. They could be spending a lot of time working right now. And feeling like you just like walked away in some sort of strategic manner here. Like they felt like you just like you planned something here, but I don't feel like you did. I feel like you're also busy working. You're busy doing things that will actually give back to you, as opposed to investing in things and then not getting something back. You got this Knight of Cups here. This person could have been a water sign, but I feel like this person is very emotionally immature. It's like their actions don't really back up their true emotions, because they're not even connected to their true emotions. Okay. Yeah, a lack of balance here with this Temperance card. They could be a Sagittarius. Hello, everybody. So, Seven of Cups. In reverse. Yeah, you're very decisive now. You understand that that this person isn't the right choice for you. That they're not the person for you. That they're not part of that family that you want to create going forward. And that they don't give to you the way that you would like to be given to. I love seeing all the artists in my chat. That's great. Ooh. Okay, what is coming out? They betrayed you in some way. 10 of Swords. They betrayed you, they hurt you, they could have said something or not said something that they were supposed to say. So there was some sort of ball that was dropped here that they could have tossed the ball back to you, but instead they let it drop. And it was their turn. So there was something here that they were supposed to do. That Spirit was trying to give them something here to prove the fact that they were there for you. Because I feel like before this situation here, you also were starting to get a little bit of an inkling of, does this person really belong in my life? Or should I cut them out? Or do they have my best intentions? And I feel like whatever here happened that they were supposed to do or say or think even, they didn't do it. This also has something to do with intuition. they had some sort of intuitive hit here that they were supposed to follow with the Chariot. They could be a Cancer. They don't have to be. Cancer is Sagittarius. There's another water sign that came out. But again, these could just be generalized energies here. They were supposed to come towards you, and instead, they did the most immature thing possible. They did the most immature thing possible because we don't also have the Chariot. This person was supposed to grow through some sort of experience with you. And exactly, greed won. So that's what it feels like. It feels like it's not even greed, but like selfishness. This feels like this person being extremely selfish. And in doing so, they didn't think that you would leave their life, that you would no longer want to have contact with them. As we got in the very beginning, you have separation with this person. There is a distance between you and them. They didn't think that this would happen, but they created their own distance between you and them, and now they can't really do anything about it. So let's see, how long are we at? We're at 31 minutes. Guardianship with the wolf, intelligence with the crow and dogwood, and patience. You were very patient with this person, but in the end, you had to guard your heart, guard your soul, guard your life. You had to do what was best for you. And this person knows that. They know the fact that you needed to stand up for you. I'm seeing the name Bob here, Bob Robert. I don't know if that resonates with anyone. But this person was supposed to be loyal to you, because we have the dogwood here. Ooh. It's like you're two different creatures, because we have the dogwood and then we have the bobcat. And this feels like they understand now that you're two different people, that you have different priorities, that you find happiness in different things. Hello, Moon Alchemy. It doesn't bother me. It's the internet. And karma is a thing, so I'm not bothered at all. Graceful persistence. You persisted in this situation and through a situation here, because you understand that your happiness lies in the things that you do for yourself. And this person felt as though your happiness lied in something that they did, or their community here that you could have been attached to. So let's see what other cards came out. Okay, we have a ton of cards, but there are a few here that are upright, so I will not take the rest. I'll just take these. Leadership, success, curiosity. Yeah, you came out as a leader. You came out absolutely as a leader here in this situation, because you're not going to be acting small now anymore. You have this really big, powerful energy that can move mountains, that allows other people to also kind of be curious about how you got this far, how you became this big, powerful energy that doesn't need any kind of validation from other people. And success. I mean, what more can we say? You were successful here in this situation, and that was because you followed your higher self. You did what was best for you, and you didn't look outside of yourself. So it looks like this situation is going to keep healing for you for the month of August. You might still be dealing with this person. They might come in for you in this month with some sort of fake apology, with this Temperance in reverse and this Knight of Cups in reverse, or this Knight of Cups. It feels like this person might come in with some sort of fake apology, or an apology that feels very half-hearted. And I feel you sniffing it out. So if they do come towards you, that's what it feels like they will in the month of August. Okay, so we had a super here that was donated at the very beginning. Andrew, if you are still here, what is your question? Will I ever go to Australia? I think you also had another question here. Andrew, you can ask up to 2 questions. So if you have another question, you can ask another question, and I will find out the answer to this. While I get my coin out, my divination coin. Angels, spirits, and guides, could you tell me the answer to the question that Andrew has put forth? Will he ever go to Australia? Okay. No problem, guys. And if anyone has any more questions, feel free to donate $5 for each question, and you can ask as many as you want. Or maybe we'll put the limit to 3. Otherwise, you can also go on my website and I can make like a video for you. There's something here that you have to resolve before you go back to Australia. I'm gonna go 3 flips. I got 2 no's and a yes. So this feels like a maybe. I don't know why a maybe. It feels like with this one, the 7 of Cups. Hi, Jimmy. It feels like there is something here that's in the way. Especially with this Knight of Swords. There's something here that you have to resolve. Because you're acting right now towards something that's blocking you. With this 9 of Wands in reverse. It's blocking you because it's making you feel defensive. Knight of Cups. Let me get more cards. I need a clear message here, Spirit. Unseen potential, hesitation. Yeah, there is a hesitation energy here. You don't feel certain about going to Australia because of finances here. You feel like you're tied up here with your finances and like it's going to cost a lot of money. There's all these different kinds of logistics here that you have to figure out. Maybe there's something here that you're still emotionally attached to with this Knight of Cups, where you are currently. And you feel like if you're going to move to Australia, maybe you're going to miss out on something. Maybe a relationship here, a really important relationship or relationships. Taking command, teamwork. I'm feeling like there is a soul family waiting for you here in Australia, actually, with this new projects and learning and inspiration and gratitude. And this teamwork card. There are people in Australia waiting for you. But before you can make some sort of change here, you have something that you have to resolve within yourself you still have things that you have to learn where you are. So don't rush whatever process this is. If you're feeling called to move to a certain place, or you're feeling very, very drawn towards, you know, the aesthetics, the type of culture and everything in a certain place, it's because there is something there for you. But it might not happen just yet. You might still need to understand something about your potential here. Understand something about understand something about your own self here. Okay. In case you lost someone over there. No. Says, this love is crazy and I can't make you happy. So I don't think that you lost someone over there. In case this was love, it doesn't seem like it in terms of love. But I do feel like there could be some people over there that are soul family. Like your soul family might be over there. And a lot of things that will inspire you too. Okay, so will you make it back home safely is the next question. The weather bit has been so nice here lately. I love it. It hasn't been like too hot or too cold. So that's always nice. Okay, so your second question here was, will you make it back home safely? Is there something, like, let's see if we can reframe the question, because I don't really like doing yes or no questions, because I feel like there's always like it's never black and white. Like, this world isn't black and white. There is a pendulum, but when it comes to like a yes or no question, it's not ideal for tarot. Okay, so let's ask something. Well, I mean, I guess I can ask that question and there could be an answer for you that has something to do with your life there. So will you make it back home safely? Actually, I'm being called to this one. I'm being called to this deck here. This, what is it called? Woodland Warden's deck. It's a very naturey deck. So I don't know if where you come from is very, like, naturey, like surrounded by trees, maybe tons of parks, tons of wildlife around where you are. Or maybe this is where you currently live. Okay, so will Andrew make it home safely, Spirit? I don't know if you heard that. That was a very, very loud motorcycle. Purification, starting over. I'm not sure what that means. Could you clarify that, Spirit? There is a starting over here. And I feel like the journey to getting back to where you were is going to be really interesting. And I'm not sure what that means. Because I feel like that was very, like a very general sentence there. But it has some sort of meaning to you specifically. Sorry, just grabbing cards. Ooh, okay. So you got the Enchanter, the Founder, The Archer. Bidding your time, planning ahead. There's some sort of planning here that has to happen. Right now you don't have a plan in place. And confidence. Okay, yeah, there's something here about confidence as well. You might not feel confident currently where you are. And it's making you feel like you have to strive for more with this Archer card. Like you have to strive for more, and you have to find some sort of community where you can feel safe again. You could feel very lonely right now. With this Foundations and Community card, I feel like you really want to have some sort of sense of community here. And you feel like the people that you have connected with in the past have been really deceptive. Like, you're kind of at this point where you're like, I just want to get all of these snakes out of my life. This purification and this snake and fern. I want to get all these snakes out of my life because I don't feel safe. I don't feel like I can be myself. And with this Archer card, this is associated with Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the card of adventure. It's the adventurer, the teacher. Okay, so let me see what else is coming out here. This is a really hard reading. So thank you. I like being challenged. Nine of Cups. You're sitting in an energy of having it all together. I feel like you do kind of have things together. You're very content, but at the same time, for some reason, this doesn't feel quite right. There's something here that doesn't feel quite right about your life. You feel like you should have things, you should have this feeling of, you know, I'm so content, I'm so happy, but for some reason you're not feeling that way. Because your outside world looks like something that everyone would want. But when you're really thinking about it, you're like, something is missing, and that's why you're thinking of going back. What does Andrew's higher self want to tell him? What does Andrew's higher self want to tell him? Stay in the moment. It says, I wish to be like you. So yeah, you have... Okay, so yeah, stay in the moment, because I feel like you're waiting until the day that you're going to be happier. So you're constantly focusing on the next day. Yes, okay, so this is very clear. You're waiting on and focusing on the day that you're finally going to be happy. But what you have to realize is the day that you're going to be happy is the day that you decide to be happy. That you embrace where you currently are, the things that you currently have, and to try to be as grateful as you possibly can for the things around you that you currently have. Because we have all these beans here around the Archer. And these beans feel like this is abundance. There's abundance all around you, and maybe you're missing it because you're so focused on some sort of goal. With this Archer, you're so focused on trying to get somewhere that you don't realize that you're there. Like you're already there. Wishy IO4. Hey, my special person will tell her feelings to me. So Wishy to 4, if you'd like me to answer your question, I ask that you please give me a super thanks of $10. I think it's Canadian. I don't know, however it shows up on there, and I'll answer your question. Or sorry, $5 per question, $10 for 2 if you want. So yeah, it feels like you're trying to focus too much on the external right now, instead of romancing yourself and really being proud of how far you've come and how beautiful your life currently is. Because there was a point in time, and you have to remember this, that you wished that you would be where you currently are right now. The High Priestess. You could be very disconnected from your intuition right now, and that's why you could be feeling very confused. It's almost like you're deceiving yourself into thinking that you're going to be happier somewhere else, but you're going to feel exactly the same way as you do now if you go to this new place and start over. Did that answer your question? I hope that helped. I hope that answered something. My card just fell. Is there anything else anyone wants to ask me? Even if it's non-tarot related? I'm happy my hair dried out here. I put some stuff in it, and it was kind of wet at the very beginning of the reading, but now it's dry. Hello, Walking Bad Tarot. Waking Bad Tarot. That's an interesting name. Hello. Oh, thank you, Keith. Yeah, and just so you know, I can't actually see who's here and who's not, so don't worry. I didn't even know that you left. Do you guys have any questions? Anything you want me to ask for the collective? That's free. If you want me to ask anything for the collective for the month of August that I might have missed, I'm here. I may as well. So for my divination coin, I have a bunch of coins that I've gotten from people. And this is a 50 pence coin. It's like super cool. It's got all the different sides. I'm so happy. Yeah, this is like a yes or no. It's my little yes or no question card. Not card. Coin. But yeah, it's so cool. What is the collective unconscious screaming? Interesting. Okay, I'm going to clear the energy for this one, because I feel like there's a lot of intense energy right now. I mean, we can all feel it. Even just by looking at the news, all the stuff that's happening right now, we're going through a huge shift. And we're in the middle of it right now because everything needs to change. Like, we can't keep going the way that we've been going in the past. It doesn't serve the collective anymore. People that are trying to resist it, they're just going to be swept up in bad luck. I remember in 2020 when that whole thing was happening. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. Is it still censored? I don't know if that word is still censored, but when that was happening, I actually received an incredibly powerful download about the world splitting into two different timelines. The 5D, the higher consciousness of Earth, and the lower consciousness of Earth. And because the lower consciousness of Earth has been rejecting this level up, they're actually being split off because they're two dissonant energies. So now we're in the middle of all of this, of the 5D becoming a lot more real, the 5D becoming more physical. Well, what we know to be real on the everyday. So what is the collective unconscious screaming? Spirit. What is the collective unconscious screaming right now, Spirit? This one wants to talk. preparation with the squirrel and chestnut. Healing. Ooh, I don't think I've ever drawn this card. The deer and oat. 2 healing cards and upheaval. Okay, well, I mean, that makes sense. 2 healers. Preparation. So we have a lot of spirits here coming to our collective to protect us in this time of healing, to help guide us into a higher plane of existence. They're preparing us for what we can come to expect from our world, and no longer accepting less than this world deserves. Bidding your time ahead. Planning ahead right below. Communication, confidence. This is already done, so we don't need to worry. Don't spend any time worrying. There is a reversal of fortune coming towards our collective here. Our collective is being shifted from the past into this new timeline, where the control is going to be given to other people. Who is the control going to be given to? Ooh, okay, so I see a more equal... This world is going to be more equal. Which makes sense. To me, it makes sense because the pendulum has to swing into the other direction. Loss and risks. There was a gamble that these old world people put forth. The old powers. They lost their hand. They lost everything that they have. And that power is now coming back to us. And I'm seeing blood being spilt here. Because so much sadness has happened, so much blood is currently being spilled of innocent people. And that's karma. That's karma coming from all of that. Like, there's just... This is really hard to, It's challenging me to communicate. Give me a second. There's a lack of balance here right now. There's a lack of heart. So, the thing about the pendulum swinging, I feel like, wow, with this muse and generosity, this feels like the pendulum swinging from work, 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 don't think, don't feel, into feeling like we can really enjoy the pleasures of life. So, I don't know if this has to do with AI taking over a lot of those jobs that we don't like. This could be a really good sign here that AI is going to go in the right direction, that we will get more freedom instead of being constantly imprisoned. Lack of direction, but it's in the reverse, pathlessness. The collective unconscious right now is trying to break free from expectations. I get the Hierophant in reverse card here. And the Hierophant in reverse is... It's very like... While upright, it is convention. And in the reverse, it's rebelliousness. So there's people right now in a lot of high places that are actually fighting for us. There's a lot of really loud voices right now stepping up and saying no. And authenticity is going to win. Authenticity is going to win during this time. So the most authentic that you can be It lifts up. That sentence didn't make sense. Take your authenticity and use it during this time. It will push the collective upward into this new timeline much faster. And we need as many people doing that as possible. Tradition and order, the wise one. This is basically the Hierophant card. It's going towards one direction. Lack of empathy, confrontation in reverse. This is coming to an end. All of the pain and suffering is coming to an end. Soon we'll enter into a time period where the light is going to start to shine again. Right now, it doesn't feel like it because everything is dark around us. But soon enough, it's going to start shining. So this is coming soon. AI has no heart, but aliens, another word for angels, working hard. Yeah, I feel like, AI is just it's an algorithm. But the thing is that it's a tool. It's like a wrench. If we program it to help serve us, to help serve the highest path of our collective, which is a really big ask, because the people that are in power right now, I don't feel like they have those kinds of intentions. But at the same time, you can also argue that they are very capitalistic, and a lot of good things are going to come from this. And that's why, I don't know, I think that they're going to be more forward-thinking. I don't know. It's so weird because I feel like it's starting to blend with spirituality. A lot of people are, like, confusing it with spirituality. There are people out there that are, like, kind of worshipping AI, in a sense, which I don't understand. I think that there will always be people trying to worship other people or other entities or, something outside of themselves because people look for meaning. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. Yeah, that was really hard. I feel like I would have to... I kind of want to do a separate reading for that and really just sit down and read for it, because that is a really hard topic to tune into. It's a lot of energy. Oh, sorry. My table here is a little wonky. Yeah, they don't want to let go. They're holding on by their teeth, old school. Yeah, and they're holding on through wars. They're holding on by creating as much destruction and chaos as possible. But all they're doing is creating that pendulum swing. They're going in one direction, and I mean, the elites, they know about all of these laws of the universe, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but they do know about hermetics and all of that stuff. Like, the people that are in control know about all that stuff, which was part of the reason I wanted to learn more about it beyond my own personal interest in it. Part of it was because I know that they know about all of this stuff and they believe in it very deeply. I mean, just look at the royal family. They force birth children on specific days. Yeah, exactly. Secret societies. Not quite secret. Like, the Golden Dawn, like, what is it? Order of the North Star or something like that for women. The Masonic Temple. Like, it's all true. They are foolish. Spirit and I laugh. Well, they are foolish, but they're also... I feel like it's really interesting, the fact that they feed horoscopes and all of that into the news and into like newspapers. I always used to think that people who believed in astrology and all of that were like silly or like crazy. But that's because like horoscopes aren't meant to be accurate. They're meant to be like a distraction to make you not look at all of this stuff, to make you be like, they're crazy. Job's daughters. I don't know about that. I've never researched that. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff out there that I don't even know about yet. I've researched Gnosticism, like a little bit of certain kinds of things. Hermeticism, the Kabbalah, a little bit. Numerology a little bit. You know, everything like a little bit, but astrology is one of those things that like I still haven't entirely delved into because it's really intimidating. And I have like a thick textbook and I just, man, it's just intense. There's like so many different things. There's like stelliums, there's like I don't know, there's just so many things. Anything else you guys want me to look into for the collective? If not, I might close this off and go work on some TikToks. Check out the Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones, why does that sound familiar? The Skull and Bones Society, right? I will definitely check that out. Moon Alchemy, do you have a question? 2 questions. Born 1966, spirituality interested me since I was 10ish. Seen the world change. Yes, I'm on TikTok. I post every day if I can. Oh, thank you, Moon Alchemy. Also, if anyone has not checked out Moon Alchemy Tarot yet, incredible tarot readings. I actually haven't seen Waking Bad Tarot's videos yet. I'll definitely check it out after this. But yeah, Moon Alchemy Tarot, very good reader, has some very interesting readings and so poetic and romantic, I have to say. Beautiful. Love it. Oh, thank you so much, by the way, for the donation. And I'm so happy that your channel's doing well, by the way. Like, it's kicking ass. It's so cool seeing people find their collective and their community online. Yeah, it's so weird because like I had a lot of people that were watching my channel on like a regular basis in the beginning, but then something happened, and people stopped watching my readings. So, I mean, I feel like that's kind of like internet. It's up and down. It is the algorithm. The algorithm on here is very cruel. YouTube algorithm it's rough. That's why I'm trying to invest a little more on TikTok, because spreading out Friday is best to post. I'll definitely check that out. So what you're saying is record everything. Record everything and then post it on Friday. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have an evil eye there, and it's not directly facing me. It's kind of facing up there. Keywords. Yeah, I have my TikTok linked in my bio if you want to check out. Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are good, I've seen. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I was doing keywords for a little while. I should probably start doing keywords again. Someone is making... like, someone's barbecuing. Okay, I'm gonna go make some TikToks. It's making me hungry. I hope you guys have a lovely morning, evening, or night whenever you're watching this reading. And I'll make sure to do all the things you guys suggested. I'll read over these chats again later. And I'll see you guys again soon.